Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, my name is Alex and I recently got a nose job in Istanbul, Turkey. I have been vlogging my whole entire experience. I actually uploaded 2 videos prior to this one where I bring you guys along for surgery day. I also explored Turkey and I bring you along through the whole entire thing so you guys could see how it is. A lot of you guys are interested in going to Turkey to get your nose jobs done or get a procedure done over there, so it could be a little bit scary, but I am here today to kind of break down and explain to you all the little details that I haven't explained in the other videos. Today is really just a sit down talking about who my doctor is, the prices, my experience, and all the little things that you guys want to know. So also I want to say that today I am 3 weeks post-op my nose job and I want to show you guys how it's looking. Here's a little close-up. So here's the front, here is the side. I love the sides. And here is the other side. So it's looking really cute. I obviously have some tape right now and it is very, very swollen. I have to tape for the next 2 weeks, 24/7. I also have to wear a little retainer at nighttime for the next few weeks as well. So this nose job journey is very long. And if you guys didn't know, I didn't know, but if you guys didn't know, you don't see your final nose job until a year or 2, even 3 after your surgery, because I guess our noses are very sensitive. There's a lot of swelling and it's such a different surgery from, because I've gotten my boobs done, I've gotten my BBL done, and you know, you're good to go in like a month, like you're good. But this is gonna take some time. So it's definitely not for the impatient people. So I have to be so patient with this. But anyways, let's get into the questions, you guys. I'm actually really loving my nose. I think it's so cute. I can't even wait for it to be fully healed. I already like it when it's swollen. Like, can you imagine when it's like fully healed? It's gonna look so good. All right, so first question that everybody wants to know, why Istanbul and not the States? So I literally have been doing my research for a very long time now. If you know me, you know that I've been wanting to get my nose done for a very long time, and just like things keep popping up. You know, life is just happening, so it just never happened. But I'm kind of glad that it worked out that way because it ended up for me finding my doctor in Turkey. So found this doctor through my friend. She is someone that I know in person, and I just like, I'm obsessed with her nose, right? And she told me that she went to Turkey. So I was like, you went to Turkey? So I'm like, okay, like I really love your nose. I looked up the doctor and his befores and afters are stunning. They're just beautiful. And I completely became obsessed, started stalking him, his whole entire pages, his reviews on Real Self. This is like a website where you can look at doctors. It's called realself.com and it shows you real reviews from real people. So I literally stalked his reviews for months and months and months before I finally made the decision. And I was like, you know what? I feel really comfortable with this doctor. I feel like this is the right move. Obviously, I just want to say all doctors are gonna have bad and good reviews. Like there's no such thing that one, like a doctor is gonna have amazing reviews and not one bad thing. Things are gonna happen, you know what I mean? But from what I noticed is that this doctor had more good than bad. So that's that. And I actually knew someone that went to him in person. She gave me a really good review about him and she said her experience was good. So I'm like, okay, so someone that I know already went and her nose looks amazing. She had a good experience. Let me go over here. So I made the decision to go over there, and obviously there is doctors here in the States, Beverly Hills, even Mexico. I think people go Colombia, but I wanted to go to Turkey because I really like the doctor. I would literally go anywhere, to another planet, to anywhere. It doesn't matter as long as I feel comfortable, and I honestly did. I felt really comfortable and I'm like, this is it. So it is what it is. So next question, who is my doctor? My doctor is a Dr. Rizit Burak Kayan. I'll put his Instagram right here and I'll also put it in the bio. And he knows English, you guys. Very well spoken. How I got a hold of him, in his bio on his Instagram, he has a WhatsApp number. And so I messaged the WhatsApp number and his nurse, Maria. He has a couple of nurses, but his nurse, Maria, and she's the one that I've been going back and forth with. I sent her pictures. She gave me some quotes. And through this whole entire journey, it's just been me and her. And she also knows English, and I think she also knows Russian. So they're all like pretty bilingual. My nurse, Maria, was super sweet. And like I said, she explained everything. She told me that the consultation is day of surgery, which I was like, what? You know, because usually people, you know, go do a video chat or something like that, but it's day of surgery. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, I'm very confident that I love his work and everything like that. I will do the consultation. I did send them pictures of myself, of how I look, forward, and sideways so they could see, so they could at least, you know, see what they're working with. How much was it? So he has two packages that you can choose from, the standard and the deluxe. The standard is 8,000 euros and the deluxe is 8,500 euros. It's a whole package. So I chose the deluxe, and in dollars it's $9,254. It's constantly changing, so I just looked it up right now on the currency, but that's how much I paid. And this is what it includes. It includes the rhinoplasty, the surgery, the nurse, the stay at the hospital, transportation. They pick you up from the airport, take you to the hospital, and any other like appointments that you have. It comes with a 5-star hotel. I stayed at the Fraser Anthill. It's a 5-star. The suite comes with a kitchen, and it includes breakfast already, so I didn't have to worry about lunch or dinner. And it also comes with a boat ride. A boat ride is like on the 4th day when you're feeling a little bit better. And I think the boat is actually the doctor's boat, because when I went on the boat ride, there was pictures of him and his wife. So I thought that was pretty cool and sweet that he included that in the package for his patients. That is all included for $9,254. And I'm like, that's so cool. Like, so I think the difference between the standard and the deluxe is that the standard doesn't have the room, doesn't have a kitchen, and it also doesn't include the boat ride. So I don't know, I just felt like since I'm staying there for that long, I might as well have a kitchen so I could have some groceries. So there is a little grocery store downstairs, kind of like in walking distance from the hotel, so I was able to get groceries and things, waters, fruit, just things that if I wanted to eat real quickly, you know, nothing crazy. So I thought it was important to have the kitchen, and so that's why I got the deluxe. So what type of nose did I get? So my doctor has 3 options. There's the natural, which is you kind of like fix your deviated septum and you don't do anything on the outside, and it's just like, you just basically fix your breathing problems, right? Second is the Cindy. This is the one where like they smooth it and lift it. People are still, he explains this one as it's like more natural looking, and that's the one that I got. So people could look at you and they'll be like, did she get a nose job or not? Like, you know what I mean? That's the one that I like. And the third one is called the cool. So the cool option is more of a slope, definitely more lifted. And when you look at the person that has the cool, then you could really tell that, you know, they got a nose job. It's still super pretty. I love that one too. I was in between the cool and the Cindy, but I ended up going with the Cindy, more natural look. But yeah, that one is also really pretty. So he has those 3 options. I love the cool so much. My friend got the cool and it looks so good on her. Now I'm just kind of like, oh, should I just gotten the cool instead? But anyways, whatever, it's already done. So how long do I have to stay there? So I have to stay there 7 to 8 days after surgery. You have to wait a whole week. On the 7th day, I went in for my cast removal and they cleared me to go home. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna break it down for you on how exactly it went down from when I got there, surgery, things like that, so you guys kind of get an idea. So I got to my hotel super late because there was a delay for my flight. I got to my hotel, slept there for a couple of hours, didn't eat anything, didn't drink anything after midnight because you're not supposed to do that when you get surgery. In the morning at 6 a.m., my doctor's transportation picked me up, took me to the hospital. It was about 20 minutes from my hotel where I'm gonna be getting surgery. So when I get to the hospital, I'm checked in, they take my blood work, they take my vital signs, and that's that. This is when like I kind of figured that they didn't know English, because I was like, how are you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. And the nurses didn't reply back. They were honestly attentive, but they just didn't speak English. So that's basically it. Around 9 a.m., the nurse, that Maria that I talked to through WhatsApp, she came in, she introduced herself, and she kind of explained to me everything that's gonna happen, how I'm gonna feel, things like that, so I can get an idea. And then around 10 a.m., they take me to another room, and this is where I have my consultation with the doctor. So I have my consultation, he looks at me, tells me what's gonna happen, all that stuff. It took about 30 minutes for the consultation. So after my consultation, I go back to the room that I was assigned to, chill for a little bit. My nurse Maria comes back, she gets me ready for surgery, puts the net, the gown on and everything like that. And then around 1 p.m., I have surgery. So I have my surgery and everything was fine. Everything went well. The surgery was about 2.5 hours, because that was one of the questions that I had. I was like, well, how long am I gonna be under? And I have my, he said about 2.5 hours is like how long it takes. When I got out of surgery, if you guys have never been out of surgery or under anesthesia, it is the worst. Like, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I was so confused. I was thirsty, hungry. My throat was killing me, because when you're under, you have tubing under your throat. throat so you could breathe. So my throat was hurting, like every time I swallowed, it hurt so much. Oh, I don't even want to bring that back. That was probably the worst part out of the whole entire situation. And I was like shaky. I was so cold. I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't throw up because I didn't have anything in my stomach. And then I kept telling the nurses like, cold, cold. And so they knew what I was saying. So they turned up the heat, gave me some blankets, but I was so thirsty, you guys. I was like, please give me some water. This is before I had the translator up. And they were like, no, 3 hours. They were like, three hours. And I was like, 3 hours? I was like, so I had to wait 3 hours after my surgery to eat or drink anything because I guess like, you know, I'm gonna throw it up anyway. So anyway, that was the worst part. I did stay in the hospital. So you stay that night, you stay in the hospital that day when you get your surgery. Yeah, it was rough. Like it was really bad. Like nose was bleeding. I had to change the gauze like every hour. This is when I was in pain and I was like hurting. But the next day, doctor and the nurses come in. Maria explains to me how I'm gonna take my medication, what I have to do, all the things, and then how to clean my nose. Doctor comes in, he shows me my befores and my afters. I'm so glad he came in and like asked to see how I was doing, and he showed me my pictures because I was like, I really want to see how it looks. So immediately he came and showed me, and I'm like, I'm in love. Like I love my nose. So anyways, that took off the pressure. You know what I mean? After he saw me, he cleared me to go home. I mean, not home, but go back to my hotel. And then I went back to my hotel. So that is how it went down. But someone is asking this question, can you stay longer at the hotel after a rhinoplasty, like 10 to 14 days? The package only covers for 7 days. So honestly, I think of course you can stay if you want to, but you would come out of pocket more if you wanted to stay longer. Because I remember that I couldn't get my flights changed, something happened, and I'm like, can I stay an extra day? And they're like, she said, yeah, you just have to pay a little bit extra. I just wanted to get home, honestly. I'm like, I actually wanted to come home earlier, but they were very like strict on staying there for 7 days. They are very like particular and they don't fuck around. Like, you better listen to them because yeah, I was like, can I just leave like on the 6th day? They're like, nope, you gotta be here on the 7th. I'm gonna show you guys my befores and my afters so you guys could see. So this is my before. So as you can tell, I had a hump, my nose was really droopy. It was just big. Like I always thought that it looked like a penis because it just like drooped down. It's like a flaccid dick. It is what it is. Like that's what I thought. I don't know why people think it's so funny that I like think that, but it's the truth. Like the tip almost touched my lip. Every time I smiled, I swear to you, it was so annoying because I would take pictures and then the tip would be like all the way down here. But I would kind of manipulate the picture and kind of just know my angles on how it wouldn't look like that. But if I took a picture straight like this and I smiled, literally it almost touched my lip. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna do this. Like I need to get my nose done. Plus I didn't like the hump. Also, I had a deviated septum. When I went in for my consultation, he took pictures from the top, bottom, all the angles, and he showed it to me. My nose was literally curving to the left, I think. I was like, are you serious? I had no idea that I had a deviated septum. I'm so glad that he fixed that because I actually can breathe a little bit better. I had no clue. He did mention that. He's like, a lot of people don't know that they have it. I mean, people aren't just like taking pictures of like up here and down here of their nostrils, so they don't know, or sometimes they don't have breathing problems. So that was me. I didn't really like have breathing problems. I just had no clue. So I ended up getting to fix that as well. I was like very shocked, honestly, that I had a deviated septum. I went in there for a cosmetic thing and we ended up fixing my breathing, so that was good. And here is my after. So pretty, so feminine. I love how it looks. The hump is gone. It's nice and cute. It's lifted when I smile. It's not going to touch my nose. It's so cute. I'm obsessed with it, and this is hopefully how it's gonna look in the next year or two when it's finally healed. It's just so pretty. You can totally tell the difference. Like, look at that. So somebody asked, where did they put the IV? In the arm or in the hand? They put it right here. Actually, I hate needles as well. Yeah, they put it right here. I hate the ones that go right here. Those suck. I also want to say that the nurses in the hospital do not know English. I think they kind of know a little bit, but not like they don't verbally speak it back to you. So definitely not the team, like the doctor and his team, they know English, but you do have to have surgery in a hospital. And in that hospital, the nurses don't know English. So And they're kind of just like, I will say they're kind of just like there to do their job. They're not very like smiley, so don't get offended. They just kind of came in, drew my blood, took my vital signs, didn't really like smile or anything like that, so don't get offended. I think that's just what I have to say. Bring a translator app. I'm gonna give you guys some more tips towards the end of the video, but it's good to have a translator app. Like, that's how I was able to let them know if I'm in pain or I need water. I just show them. Did they do the PSO method? So they did. They used the latest PSO method to doing my nose. If you guys don't know what that is, it is using ultrasonic waves for better precision. Also doesn't bruise the patient too much. That's why I didn't have crazy swelling and bruising. It was very minor, and I guess that's what a lot of doctors are using now, because back in the day, I mean, I'm not a professional, I don't really know the facts too much, but they would use like a hammer and like really mess your shit up. Like, not mess it up, but obviously just like it was just more rough. That's why people are just more swollen and bruised up. So yes, he used the PSO method on me. So how bad did it hurt? And can you smile after? People out there are saying that this didn't hurt at all. Like, I watched so many videos where it's like, I didn't hurt at all. I didn't have to take any medicine. Are you kidding? Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That shit hurt. I felt like I got punched in the face and it literally just radiated up to my forehead. Those first 2 days. The third day, I was like better. But yes, definitely needed pain medication the first 2 days. It hurt. I would say it's like a 6 out of 10 pain. I'm a baby, you guys. Like, give me the pain medicine because I do not want to feel it. Like, that shit hurts. So yes, the first 2 days was rough. Like, you're constantly bleeding, you can't smell, taste anything, you feel a lot of pressure on your head that migrates all the way to your forehead. You could be getting a really big headache. So I didn't get crazy headaches, but I did get a little bit of like, I just had a lot of tension. It's really hard to explain. I literally just felt like I got punched in the face. I never got punched in the face before, but I feel like that's how it would feel. So yeah, but by the third day, if you guys watched my TikTok, I was like exploring and kind of just like, not like staying out for too long, but we went out to eat and we went to like this beautiful tower. So by the third day, I was swollen in the eyes, but physically feeling pain, not so much. Then I was good after that. I didn't need any pain medicine after the 4th, 5th day. The first 2 days are so rough, like, I don't want to go through this again. Did someone come with me? Luckily, my friend did come with me. She's a really good friend of mine, and she said yes. I was so happy because I was like, who's gonna come with me? Like, I can't bring my son, you know what I mean? And my mom can't travel, so she came with me. Her flights, you guys want to know the flights prices? Her flight was $2K, mine was $2K, and if you add it all up with like food, a little bit of groceries, we also got massages over there, Ubers, you know, all like the little miscellaneous things that we did over there, I would say it's about 14, 15K. So that's the rhinoplasty, the flights, food, and miscellaneous things that we did is about 14, 15K overall. That's how much was this whole entire thing. If you hear someone snoring, it's Cinderella. She's right here. I should have just named her the Sleeping Beauty, honestly, because all she does is sleep. I forgot to answer the rest of the previous question. Can I smell and smile after? So I could not smell at all for the first 3 days. After, like maybe on the 4th, 5th day, it was a little bit better. I could smell a little bit. That's the only thing that kind of was like super annoying because I couldn't taste the food. I'm like a foodie, you guys. I wanted to try. I'm in a different country. I want to try everything. My friends over there having a great time, trying all the foods, the cheesecake, blah, blah, blah. And the Turkish coffee, I'm so pissed. I love coffee, and Turkish coffee is the best. If you don't know, now you know, you gotta try it. But yeah, it was really annoying. I couldn't taste or smell for like the first few days. 4th, 5th day, a little bit better because the nose wasn't dripping as much. And then when they took the cast off on the 7th day, then I was able to taste, and I was able to smell. I'm like, oh, thank God. So anyways, and smile, I could not smile the first week. I think I can smile a little bit better now, but it's not like a full smile. My lip, see what I'm saying? Look. It looks weird, right? Like this upper lip looks kind of frozen. Like, why doesn't this lip go up a little bit more? So I can't fully smile yet, but I've heard this is like super normal. When will I see my final result? My final result is gonna be like in 1 year to 3. I don't know. I'm researching so many things, and I guess it also depends on your skin type. I have thick skin. People that have thin skin can see it in 1 year. So we're gonna see. We're about to find out, you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys along, but it's a journey. So if you're gonna get your nose job, you're in for a ride. Because the other day, let me just tell you, the other day I went to my friend's event and I didn't have my tape. I literally literally for like maybe 6 hours. You know, I wanted to look cute, I wanted to glam up and look pretty. And I'm like, it's okay, you know, I don't need the tape right now. I just want to be pretty. And literally I was so swollen. My nose was huge. It would look bigger than my before nose. It was so freaking huge. So this is gonna be a journey. Someone is asking if I have filler on my nose, can I still get a rhinoplasty? So this is one of the questions that my nurse asked me. She asked me if I have filler on my nose. I told her that I don't. So I'm guessing, I really don't know 100% if they can still do the surgery, but my guess is that you might have to dissolve it, or you might have to wait a certain time till you get your rhinoplasty done, because like you wouldn't even want to get your nose job with a filler, because it's just gonna, the doctor's not gonna be able to see your true nose and mold it the correct way. You know what I mean? So I would just ask your doctor. Do I have to come back to Istanbul for checkups? No. So now the checkups from now on are gonna be all through WhatsApp. So I have to be sending videos, pictures, and kind of just letting her know if there's anything that's bothering me, let them know. But so far so good. On my second week, when I took off, because you get a cast on the first week, right? You get your surgery, you get a cast, you take it off with the doctor on the 7th day. And then on that 7th day, before you head home, he puts on a second cast. A lot of people here in this, a lot of doctors here in the States don't do that, but I'm actually glad that he did. So my doctor puts a second cast on me, and I have to wear that for another week. So that's 2 weeks with a cast. And on the second week, I took off the cast by myself. I filmed the video and it's on TikTok. It's so funny. My son's like watching and it's hilarious. But anyways, on that second week, I took off my cast. I did a whole video. I showed it to her. I did have like an irritation on my skin from the tape, but I've been like putting some cream, and now it's gone already. No big deal. But yeah, everything now it's like through WhatsApp, and I have to send her another video in next week without the tape. So she's gonna recommend on what I have to do, if I have to continue taping, massaging. So it really just depends on how your nose is doing, because I know another girl that got her surgery done the same day as me. We've actually been going back and forth talking on Instagram. We saw each other in the lobby when we got our noses done, and she has other instructions. So everyone is different and they get different instructions. So yeah, when I'm done taping, I'm gonna send her a video, and then she's gonna give me other instructions on what I have to do. But next question, this is my last question before I get to the tips. Who are the doctors in the US that you were interested in? So there's 2 doctors that I was interested in. Dr. Monarchy, so I loved his work as well, but I noticed that on his Instagram, he's not posting anything anymore. It's mostly like informative videos, and he's not posting his befores and afters anymore. He's posting a lot of like his old stuff, so that kind of tripped me out. I'm like, because the doctor that I chose in Turkey, he's constantly posting on his Instagram like new patients, right? And that's what I wanted to see. So that's what kind of made me like standoffish and didn't choose him, is because he wasn't posting any new patients. Like, I don't want to see someone that you did 3 years ago. Like, give me some new patients to look at. So that's why I didn't choose him. So the second doctor that I was interested in is Dr. Gavami. I'm sure you guys know he does plenty of influencers, and he's very famous, and I do like his work. I do, but he is kind of all over the place. So he does mommy makeovers, boobs, things like that, and I wasn't like in love with his noses. So I even had a consultation with him. I put my $500 deposit. I was like sure that I was gonna get him, because you know it's so convenient. It's right here in LA. But I'm like, no, he's kind of all over the place. He's not like doing noses. When I want a surgery, I want that person to just solely focus on that type of procedure. If I'm gonna get a nose job, I want that person to just focus on noses. If I'm gonna get a BBL, which I already did, I want that doctor to just focus on BBLs. You know what I mean? And same thing with my breasts. Like, I don't want him to be all over the place, because then I just feel like, I don't know. I just want my doctor to have that specialty. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's just a tip. Like, if you're gonna go with someone, make sure that they just specialize in that, and that he's just like all over the place. So all the questions are done, but I'm gonna leave you guys with some tips. So if you go to Turkey, bring someone with you. Just bring someone with you. But if you don't, and like you have to go by yourself, don't be scared. Because now that I went, my friend actually left a little bit earlier. She left 3 days earlier before me because she had to go to a wedding. But now that I went with someone and I kind of just like scoped it around, I would have been fine by myself. It's just scary, you know what I mean? But I'm here to tell you it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Have a translator app, because it's good to go back and forth with someone if they don't speak the language. Also have a currency converter. So a lot of people over there use euros or lira. That's the Turkish name of their money over there. If you want to know how much it is in dollars, quickly just pull up your app, the converter, and it'll let you know, like, it's this much dollars instead of Googling how much is blah, 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 lira in dollars. You know what I mean? It's just like quickly there. They do have Uber, you guys. So if you're feeling kind of weird about taxis, I know I was, use your Uber, and they actually come out super cheap. There's also transportation. If you go through my doctor, you will have transportation. So, and it's actually a really nice car. It's a nice van with stars and everything. Like, I was so impressed. But if you don't want to use Uber, or if you can't use the transportation, because the transportation with a doctor, that's only for your nose job stuff. Like, it's not for exploring or going out to dinner or things like that. If you want to go explore, use Uber. There is taxis, but I didn't use any taxis. And there is also transportation through the hotel. So, but that's just kind of pricey, you know? So I would just stick to Uber. It's tracked, you see the reviews, you know how much it is. Obviously be safe, watch your surroundings. Don't be out late, which I'm sure you're not gonna do. And this isn't taken, like, they're not just gonna take you in the middle of the day. I mean, I don't think they would, but yeah, just watch your surroundings and be careful, be nice. I Googled like the crime rates and everything like that. Like, honestly, the biggest thing that I would see on TikTok before going over there is that there is a lot of scamming with like taxis and people just trying to like oversell you, you know, products and things like that. That's what I saw most, but I didn't have a problem with that. So just so you know, I guess that's what they have over there. Like a lot of like petty theft, scamming with taxis. So just stick to Uber, honestly. All right, you guys, so that was it for all the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions, make sure to write them down below in the comment section and I will get to them. Also, add me on Snapchat and TikTok. Add my other socials because I'm constantly posting on stories, constantly posting on Snapchat and TikTok. I have like a whole journey on TikTok going on and it's going really good. I'm posting a lot on there. So if you want to add me, all my links are in the bio right here. Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me there for more in-time videos and updates. I love you guys so much. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.